Okay. A lot of chatter in here already. What's going on? Oh no! Oh no, oh no. I don't have my mouse. Hello, hello. Somebody tell my wife I forgot to get my... I don't know where my mouse and my mouse pad are. Is someone taking a shower? No, that's the washing machine. You guys, it's not a live stream unless we're doing laundry. I'm sorry. We do a lot of laundry around here. DM, I don't think that's a true story. Too often we are taking random stories for face value.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, honey. You want to
Bye,
say...
Fresh Baked.
What? Come here, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Daddy.
Yeah, you say bye-bye right here.
Fresh Baked.
Say bye-bye, Fresh Baked.
Bye-bye, Fresh Baked.
Oh, she's gonna go night-night. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Come on, Daddy.
You might say.
Hey, can you get my mouse pad and mouse? It should be in that bag. Top loading. So where was I? What were we talking about just now? I don't know, but thank you to Fowler's Full Set for the $2. Evening Fresh Baked, live from LAX. What's that LAX? Besides terrible traffic and long waits. Thank you to Bobby Gibbons for the $2 gift for Tide Pod donation. Thank you, appreciate that. I've been watching a lot of your old videos in the background and love your videos with Sarah and Ian. Do you still keep in touch with them? You're the best. I talk to Ian from time to time. I see him occasionally in the parks, but it's been a long while since I've seen or talked to Sarah.
What am I looking for?
My mouse it was in that bag that we took to the hotel. I don't know what happened to it.
Is it still in the bag?
It should still be in the bag, yeah. Thank you to Rebecca Danks for the $5 gift. I have a date tomorrow night, and I booked the Grand California Craftsman Grill. Is that a good choice? Well, yeah. The Craftsman Grill's great. The food's good, and you're at the Craftsman, so yeah, it sounds great to me, Rebecca. Jamie Alcala, get the $5. Thank you. Hey, howdy, hey. Mom and I are in New Orleans Square watching. Any chance we could get a treat? You bet. Let's do it. I don't know how to do this without my mouse, you guys. I don't know how people work on laptops. I honestly don't. Jay Peterman, get the $5. Thank you. I didn't even know Thursday Night Football now, so I get to watch you on the big screen. That's great. That's great. I love to hear that. Chelsea Bailey, get the $5. Thank you. Keep up the amazing work. I think I will. It's going to take me a minute here because I haven't opened my phone yet. Okay.
This is all that's in here. This, right?
It's not in there?
No. Did you pack it?
Yeah, it's not here.
Like you packed it after the hotel and everything.
Oh, I thought I did. Maybe you know what happened? It fell out. I know where it is.
Where is it?
Under the car seat.
Is it dire? Do you need it?
No, well, it's a pain in the butt to do this without it, but I'll live.
Are you sure that's where it is?
Yeah, I'm positive. Hunter Smith, get the $2. Thank you. Any People Mover developments coming back soon? Well, define soon, Hunter. Like, in terms of, dinosaurs and, glaciers and stuff like that. Yeah, well, it's going to be here in a minute. Nick, get the $5. Thank you. Is it pushing to ask you why you haven't spoken to Sarah in a while? You guys seem like kindred spirits. Any chance for a reunion? No, I don't want to get into it, but no, we had a falling out, and but I don't. I really don't want to talk about that if I can help it. Fowler's Full Set, get the $5. Thank you. 16-hour flight to Australia. I have 4 hours of Fresh Baked pre-downloaded. My goodness. Let's go. Excited for a full stream viewing tonight. That sounds like a heck of a night, or a heck of a plane trip. I can't wait for you. Jungle Cruiser gifted $5. Thank you, David. We need that giant Universal Studios crane to come to Disneyland and build something spectacular. I mean, that is the biggest damn crane. Like, you know what I want to know, Jungle Cruiser, is what did they use to build that crane? Because that thing is on a concrete foundation, and it goes straight up. How do they even build that? How did they get that crane in there? Chummy Brute, get the $5. Thank you. I am coming in July. Do you think Grizzly River Run will be open by then? Yes. It should be open, I would say, before spring. What's bigger than the crane that they have already, Paul? What's bigger than the crane that they have already at Universal? Oh, I got it. That's right. I'm buying somebody a treat. What am I getting? I forgot. I forgot who I'm even buying a gift for or a treat. What's going on with the Matterhorn? That's a great question. I don't know. I haven't been to the park for a few days, and so I haven't been able to ask anybody, but I'll try to get some intel on that if I can. Jamie Alcala, get the $5. Thank you. Thanks for the treat. We'll see you in DCA tomorrow for food and wine. Jamie, what can I get you? Yeah, I want to buy you. What can I get you, Jamie? You said you're in New Orleans Square. Do you want beignets? If I can get them. Where did my... There it is. Okay. Bobby Gibbons, get the $5. Thank you. Do you think... Dang it. This is, I don't know how people do this. Do you think the demons at the end of Mr. Toad have any relationship with Figment? No, I don't think so, no. I mean, I suppose Baxter could have been inspired by it, perhaps, you know, in terms of its design, but there's no actual lore there. Fowler's Full saying, get the $2. Thank you. Love the Universal State of. They are so good. I really enjoy those. I'm glad you liked it. Look for one from Knott's at some point as well. We're going to start incorporating all that in there. Tina Bobina, Banana Fana Bobina, Momima, Momina. Tina, get the $20. Thank you. Happy Leap Day. Maingate Magic at the $5. Thank you. Hello, David, longtime fan. Would you be interested in being a guest for my upcoming podcast? You know, I have done maybe just a handful of podcasts. I mean, I don't know, maybe. I don't generally do a lot of those, but perhaps I should. I don't know. I wish I had a mouse. Okay, I have to do this hard way. Oh wait, so yeah, did I hear from Jamie? Did I hear from Jamie? Let me see. Oh, beignets. The wait is too long at Mint Julep. A chowder bread bowl wouldn't be amiss. Well, what is too long, Jamie? Like, how long is too long? It's all relative, right? But let me just check the Mint Julep bar. The next arrival is an hour from now. I think that might be too long, I guess. That seems like that would be too long. I mean, I'll do whatever. But if you can't wait an hour, I'd be happy to get you a clam chowder bowl. Let me just check that. Royal Street. Yeah, the Royal Street Veranda, the chowder bowl will be now. Let's try that again. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the parks tonight. My goodness. Okay, where was I? Did she respond? Oh, there it is. Clown chowder in the case. Oh, in that case. You got it. Royal Street Veranda. Where'd you go? There we go. Michael's Life Adventures. Mint julep don't taste the same and missing the green color. It's been that way for a long time, but I don't disagree with you. They were better before. I don't know why they changed them. Especially the fact that they're not green anymore. I mean, that's too bad. But yeah, it's been like that for quite a while, though. Okay, clam chowder. Coming up. Let's see. David, please help with Tortilla Joe's reservations. I can't seem to get any. Harper, what is it that you think that I can do for you? Am I going to call them up on the hotline and say, hey, this is Dave from Fresh Baked. You know what I need. I can't help you get reservations. But I think it might be the fact that they're closing. They're closing in a couple weeks. So that might be the reason why. Bobby Gibbons, the DAS Pass lines are getting ridiculous, especially at the Jungle Cruise. People are starting to really abuse it. I don't think it's a coincidence that DAS Pass abuse, if we want to observe that, I don't think it's a coincidence that it's occurred at the same time as they started making you pay for Fast Pass. Okay, Jamie, your code is 5147. Your order number is 5147. Jamie, get the $5. Thank you, Jamie. She says, thank you again. Your rope drop strategies got us on literally all of the big rides our first day. Our 5-day trip has been a breeze thanks to you. Thank you very much for saying that, but gosh, you're there for 5 days. You should be able to do everything. You should be able to do every single thing you want to do. Yeah, it's really not a mint julep anymore. It's more like a lemonade julep, I think. More of a lemonade julep. Okay, I can say I'm here. You're in the area, I assume, Jamie? Are the parks super crowded in early April? I mean, they're crowded all the time, April. Or, I'm sorry, Alyssa. They're crowded all the time. I mean, it's February, and I've seen some of the busiest crowds I've ever seen. Well, definitely for February, at least. Did I hear from Jamie? Just want to make sure that Jamie is in the neighborhood. I think she said she was. We've entered the spin cycle. Fowler's full send, get the $5, thank you. Fresh Baked Rope Drop Recon is tier 1. Best in class, thank you for the tour service. Our pleasure. It's kind of an old washing machine. Okay, so have I heard? I don't see... You should see it. It's it's really going for it right now. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna hit the button then, Jamie. I'm hitting the button. What is my all-time favorite Disney food? I mean, I do love what should we call it? Why am I losing my mind right now? The Dole Whip. I do love a Dole Whip. I think that might be my favorite. Christopher Baker, you can see it from your seat. Yeah, I'm in my garage, Christopher. It's right there. You guys remember that one time I did a toggle? I went to the forward view for like a second, and you guys got to see my garage. Remember that? The cheddar garlic twist was great, Paul, but they don't sell those anymore. You know, there could be something to the kids thing, the $50 ticket. I was at the park yesterday. Was it? Yeah, yesterday. And I was tempted to take a picture of the scene at Dumbo's. I have never seen as many strollers in one location as I saw on that day. It was the most strollers I've ever seen. I almost took a picture and posted it, but I mean, I just didn't want to be that guy. But yeah, there were a lot of kids in the parks lately. Can you remember my favorite seasonal churro? Yeah, of course. It's the maple bacon churro. I also really like the one that had mango on it. The one that you could get at the churro cart by Fiddler and Pfeiffer Practical Cafe. I can't remember what it was. There was a bunch of different flavors on that one. And there was one other one that I loved, but I think for me it's gonna be the maple bacon. The sour cherry churro with the cream cheese dip was incredible. Yeah, Willie's Churro Cart, yeah. So those are my three. What is a Disney food that you hate? Well, I don't know if I would use hate as a, an operative word, but I do not understand or enjoy turkey legs. I really don't understand turkey legs. Turn on the heater. All right, your food's ready. Your food's ready, Jamie. Well, yeah, the pizza at Pizza Planet is terrible also. Yeah, it's too salty, Greg. I agree. It's way too salty. Alyssa, any refurbs happening in April? There will be, I'm sure, but we just don't know what they are yet. Nothing's on the schedule because we can't see that far in advance on the calendar. It's almost done. I hope. Actually, it may kick in again. I think that's just the first wave of that. It is kind of an ASMR situation, isn't it? I don't know what to do now with all that noise not being here. It's weird. How crazy is the week of New Year's Eve? Well, traditionally, in the past, it was pretty crazy, I would say, for sure. Although the last couple years, not quite as much, but we'll see. I don't recall. I've never been. I almost did it last year. Almost. I was this close, and then I changed. I just can't. It's just not for me. It's not a scene that I really want to participate in. I'd rather be home. I'd rather be home. Yeah, it did rain. I don't know if it was 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago that it rained? I can't remember. Jenny B, get the $5. Thank you. Hey, David. So great to see you again at the parks on Saturday. I wanted to say that I really enjoyed the cookies. They are like my cookies. Yeah, those. I actually had some of those right after. And did she ever post that reel? I don't know if Liz ever posted that reel. but they were pretty good. I like the crunchy on the outside, and then just a whole mess of chocolate chips on the inside. So that was really good. I enjoyed that a lot. I have never been to Marceline, Missouri. No. Manatee Mama has just gifted $50. Thank you very much. It's more generous than usual, Manatee Mama. Thank you. Any plans on attending the Food and Wine Festival at DCA? I have exactly that. We're going tomorrow. If so, here's a bit to go towards your Sip and Savor Pass. Cheers to you and Liz. Thank you very much, Manatee. We're thinking about doing everything. I really think I want to try. I don't know if we're going to get all the way there, but we're going to try to do everything again this year. I think. So that'll help, because if I recall, it was something like $300 last year to do everything, and that didn't include some alcohol. The alcohol is really expensive, but I don't know. I really enjoyed like just trying to power through all that food, and it makes for a good video. I always say that I want to eat everything over the course of the whole season, and then I never go back again. So I have to do it in one video. I have to do it in one day, I think. How come that Avengers merch shop by Monsters in DCA isn't always open? It's closed. It's never open. They closed that the same time they opened the new one, the Vault, at Avengers Campus. Kelly Marie, get the $10. Thank you. I'm planning a solo trip to the parks. I always get Genie Plus when I go. As a first-time solo traveler using Genie Plus, when presented with Lightning Lane versus Single Rider, which is better? Well, I think on the app, just in general, I think Genie Plus is still faster than Single Rider, but Single Rider is free. So I would say that's better for me. Any plans on doing an this is from hello, my name is Maxwell. Thank you for the $10 gift. Any plans on doing an updated EDC and gear video? What is EDC? What's in my bag kind of situation? I've never really done one of those. I don't carry bag anymore, pretty much. I only use the Pocket 3, and in my pocket is a fuel rod and a charger. And that's about it. Cast members will tell you that Lightning Lane is faster because it's prioritized first. Yes, definitely. You never know how long. I've been in Single Rider that took 30, 40 minutes. I've been in a Single Rider queue at Matterhorn that took 30 minutes. I've been in a Single Rider queue at Radiator Springs that took 45. Credicoaster, half an hour. So there's no, it's quicker than standby, but it's certainly not going to beat Lightning Lane on average. Nate gifted $2. Thank you. Hit the like button, everyone, Nate says. Everybody, do what Nate says. Can't wait to see Liz's face if she doesn't like a certain food item, because she always makes the cutest face expression. Darren, we will be trying some weird food tomorrow. You can count on that. We're going to definitely try that weird popsicle looking thing. Are weekends still the new weekdays? Asks Paula Brown. No, I don't think so. At least not like it was. Darcy Duke, I get the $5. Thank you. Hi, David. Love your channel. Can you tell us the story behind choosing Fresh Baked as the name? Yeah, I tell this story often, but I'm happy to tell you. There is, or was actually, a bakery on Catella and Disney Way. If you were to, if you make that left on Ball to get into the Mickey and Friends parking structure, but instead of going to the parking structure, you just kept going down that street. Go all the way to the end of that street, and at the end of that street is a bakery, and they had a big sign that said Dakin Fresh Bailey. And I thought that was cute. And I always remembered that. And when it came time to come up with a name, I liked the idea of, just some sort of non sequitur like that. So I said Fresh Baked Disney. That actually, it turns out, I just did a hotel tour of Getaway today, and I walked by that location. It became a Coco's. It was a mom and pop. It became a Coco's, and it's closed. Apparently, it didn't survive. It didn't. The Coco's did not survive COVID. So it's the closed Coco's that's on Katella that was the inspiration for our name. I'd love to hear the story behind the intro music. I scoured the internet for days and days and days looking for some sort of free use, music, and I listened to hundreds of little ditties, and I felt like that was the perfect piece for what the mood and the vibe that I was trying to project. Porkins, 2 great fresh baked shoutouts on the mark. I know people were screaming at me from the Tom Sawyer rafts, and then again at Pelican Landing. Fantastic. Anybody have a clue about the new ending? You mean instead of Murphy? No. Mike. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get, the fake. I don't think so. I don't know. It's gonna be something new and different, but I haven't heard anything yet so far. Any chance of a visit to Magic Mountain? Yes, there is a chance. When's the next Disneyland Forward video? There's no info. There's no info right now. They just had another meeting, but nothing came out of that meeting that's newsworthy. So right now we're all just kind of standing by. Do you think it's possible for a solo person to move to California and work at Disneyland? It's possible for a solo person to move to California, yes, and to work at Disneyland, but not to live on your own. Even a studio apartment is in the area, and that's even Anaheim, which is not exactly a great place to live, I should say. I mean, the people don't want to live in Anaheim generally. In any case, that's still $2,000 a month, probably. It's way too expensive. So you definitely need roommates, etc. I don't know if a person. Well, if you're, Facilitate says it depends on the job, right? But if you have a good job lined up, but if you're starting at the bottom, you can't afford to live in Southern California on 15 an hour. You can't afford to live at in the area on 15 an hour, not by yourself. Kai Peterson, get the $2. Thank you. What's the story behind everything being a boat? It's a bit that I've been doing since the very beginning of the show, and it's a riff on Forrest Gump. It's a Forrest Gump thing, and I always would just say that's my boat, but everything just became a boat. I didn't, it didn't have to be a boat. I just wanted everything to be a boat. That's all. Nothing too interesting. I don't know. Maybe that is interesting. I don't know. Do you ever see any celebrities while you're at the park? I saw Josh Gad just, 2 weeks ago? You guys probably heard about him filming that bit for the train. He was being a train conductor. And Josh and I crossed paths. I was shoulder to shoulder. We were going in opposite directions. I didn't say anything. I didn't acknowledge. I just pretended that I didn't know who he was. Obsessed for Disneyland, gifted $1. Thank you very much. Aldon, get the $2. Thank you. Did you see Imagineering's Fantasy Springs video? I did. It looks pretty amazing. Adoy Trams, have you recently done the Fantasmic dining plan where you eat and watch? Well, not recently. Fantasmic has been closed for quite some time, but I did do it. I did it once. The food was okay, but really you get that dining plan just so you can get a saved seat, a reserved seat. But the food was okay. ST Hawk, gifted $5. Thank you. I've been around since I was in the 4th grade as a 10-year-old. I'm now 20. That's 10 years. My goodness. And I still watch everything you post. Thank you for everything, David. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. When will Fantasmic reopen? In May? May 20... No. April? May. May 24th, I think it is. Yeah, May 24th. There you go. Confirmation. How's the ninja doing? He's up and doing his thing. He moved out with his girlfriend and they're working upstate. And he's good. He's good. And chat keep. Somebody's asking about pin trading. You can still trade in a park. But I noticed this the other day. So they said you can't trade pins on those benches, and it was like, yay, hallelujah, I can sit on those benches again. And they brought in the high top tables, and now you can stand and trade. But then they took the benches. Did they move those benches somewhere else? Because the benches are gone. They're gone. I don't know where they are. So. Will I be doing Run Disney with Adam this year? I will not be doing Run Disney with anybody. I have never done a Run Disney. I don't run. My knees are not conducive to that kind of activity. Braden, or you can do a foodie guide video for Wine Festival. It's kind of too late. No, I'm not going to do one. That's tomorrow. So it's probably a little too late for a foodie guide, I think. I mean, our foodie guide will be our review of the food tomorrow. Do you take Sophia everywhere you and Liz go? Well, define everywhere. I mean, as much as possible, but we don't take her to the bar. When we do our frequent and many trips to the nightclub scene. Can you do a video on Trader Sam's? Well, Evan, that's not really the kind of videos that we do. But even still, I wouldn't want to take a camera inside Trader Sam's, to be honest. That's kind of I don't know, I feel like it's a little invasive. When you're drinking inside of a place like Trader Sam's, you kind of, you're there to just feel the vibe. And I'm not one of those vloggers who has to open up his camera everywhere he goes. I prefer to be, that's just a little too obvious, a little too overt for me. Like, I would never take a camera into a gym. You know what I mean? I don't understand. What is that? What is this thing where people need to film themselves at gyms? I don't get it. Well, Magic Journeys, they don't do that either, though, do they? Have they done a video inside of Trader Sam's? Who's your favorite all-time cast member? The easy answer is Maynard, but actually no. Gosh, now I've forgotten his name. Right now, my favorite cast member is Steve. Well, Steven, actually. There's like 4. There's at least 3. There might be 4 Main Street vehicle drivers named Steve. But you guys know who I'm talking about. But the guy, Ken. Ken was probably my favorite cast member. Yeah. Who takes care of Sophia when you and Liz go out of town? I'm Krista. We're not different. What what does anybody do, Kristen, when they go out? When parents go out, what does anybody do? Like, I'm struggling with that question. Like, we get a babysitter, Kristen. With oh, Cheryl says you're not allowed to do video inside it. I mean, that makes sense. What happened to Ken? I don't know. I may have to. I may have to ask around, but I mean, I think I don't know. I don't know. Am I excited for Moana 2? I mean, I'll see it. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if I'm excited. I don't get excited about things like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm excited for film-wise. I've just been so disappointed with most of the movies that have come out recently. The movie that I'm most excited for is Dune 2, to be honest. Oh, Duke. I forgot about Duke. Gosh, I always think about Main Street vehicle drivers, but yeah, Duke might be my favorite. Duke is great. Duke and Wing. Duke and Wing are amazing. They are a credit to the Disney company. Does Sophia have a favorite Disney food? Probably a pickle. She loves Disneyland pickles. She doesn't like churros. Borderlands. You know what, Main Gate Magic? I am actually looking forward to Borderlands. Borderlands might be. It is. It's my favorite first-person shooter of all time. It's the best game that I've ever played. I haven't played every game. I'm not. I haven't played a lot of games, but I love Borderlands. Dusty's here. Dusty gifted $5. Thank you, Dusty. Hi, Ramon. He says. I don't play video games anymore, Christopher. I just don't have the time anymore. But I did play my share of video games back in the day. My era ended with Borderlands 2, basically. That was like the last, new game that I played, I think. I tried to play the Star Wars game, and I didn't get very far. I ran out of time. I just don't have enough time. I played both of the I should say both. I played Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2, yes. I did the full playthrough on those. Yeah, they really drew Claptrap quite well. The way he's animated is spot on. It's a lot of those scenes look spot on. Lilith looks spot. They got Kate Blanchett playing Lilith. The casting on that is wild to me. I've heard about that Epic Mickey remake. I'm very interested in that. I played Epic Mickey as well. I think I did a playthrough that on our channel a long 100 years ago. I don't know. Dusty? Dusty Ray, I lost everything. So I really appreciate Fresh Baked. I lost everything. Dusty, you all right? No, I'm pretty sure that's him. Thank you to Philip Conklin for the $20 gift. Love the line analysis videos. You are going to save us so much time, since time is money. That's so true. I thought it's only fair to share a bit of what you've given us. You're great. Thank you very much, Philip. I appreciate that. Dusty. Wait, are you sure? Dusty Ray just gifted $200. Thank you. Love you. We back. All right. So everything's good then, Dusty. You're good? You're good? I mean, for real. He's... You really had me there for a second. I was worried too, man. Anyway, I don't want to, okay. Let's get back on track. Get back on track. But really, tell me, Dusty, for real. You got my number. We need a Fresh Baked Gaming channel. I used to have one. Theme Parks and Things with Johnny. I used to have one. And nobody watched it, so I didn't have the time to make the videos if there wasn't going to be return, unfortunately. California Draven, I heard Genie Plus will start getting up to $40 at peak days. Can I ask where you heard that from? Draven? Where did that info come from? Dusty Ray, get the $5. Your favorite ride not at Disneyland is Dusty Ray. It was a roller coaster of emotions, I'll say that. Bobby Gibbons, get the $2. Thank you. Any chance of a canoe video? I mean, again, that's not really the kind of videos that we do anymore. I mean, you know what? Look for it on our newly branded channel. You guys, it's the same. We had remember last week we were talking about me changing the name of the Theme Park POV Pros channel. Well, that happened in the last week. I changed the name of that channel to Fresh Baked Tours Departing Daily, which is a take on the Jungle Cruise situation, and that might be a place where you can find videos like that. Perhaps we just posted I was gonna make it just acoustic, no talking, but I to be honest, I don't like not talking. It's so hard for me to not talk. Like I want to, even if it's just to talk about what I'm seeing. No, I won't be doing analysis on those videos. I won't be doing anything like I do on the main channel. But I might just express my love and admiration for a situation or something. So yeah, there's a possibility I might do something like that there. Courtney, get the $6. Thank you. Can't wait for your Food and Wine Festival content. Your videos with Liz are my favorite. Also, will we be getting a new Patreon video soon? Courtney, there was a stretch there where I couldn't get any videos done because I was doing all the editing by myself, but I've recently picked up my old editor again. So it's possible that I will be able to make some Patreon content soon. Yes, that's in the front of my mind right now. Ricochet K gifted $5. Thank you. I finally built a Sabre at Savi's, and oh boy, what an experience. This is the way. That the Savi's experience is great. No doubt about it. But you can only do it once, really, unless you're up to spend what is it now? $125? $130 something? How many of those can you do? But it is fun. It's great. Will the Simpsons ride get some love the next time you're at Universal? I think what I would do for that is if I did a video where I just basically did all of the whole land. You know, I ate the food, did some shopping, got a donut, try to meet some characters perhaps, and then do the ride, I guess. But it's not 219. Wow. But it's just not the kind of. Am I right? Is that ride? Is the Simpsons ride similar to? Because I've only been on it once, and it was a long time ago. Is the Simpsons ride similar to Minions? It. My memory says that it is. It's the Minions is like a slightly better version of it, perhaps. Did Dusty? Oh, but Dusty just. Bye, Dusty. We'll see you around. I'd never actually been on the Back to the Future ride. I was never on it. Yeah, I agree with Aurora. I really do hope he's okay. That's not the kind of thing you kid about. You know what I mean? Like, don't toy with me. I think somebody just asked about Space Mountain at Paris. We did not hit Tomorrowland. I've been to Paris once, but we didn't make it to Tomorrowland. So no, I've never been on their Space Mountain. Simpsons is closer to Star Tours. Okay. Yeah, that's right, because you're in a vehicle. The Minions are kind of in it's a different setup, right? Well, the Simpsons ride makes me sick too, which is why I've never been on it again. But I feel like I have to at least once for science. Lamarty, get the $5. Thank you. David, greetings and salutations. If memory serves, this Sunday is Adventureland Day. Will you be there? I'm sad. Wanted to attend, but have to work. No, I will not make it to Adventureland to the park on Sunday, I'm afraid. Sunday, what am I doing Sunday? I think we've got some other plans for Sunday, but I can't remember what they are. The blue lights, no, Christopher, the blue lights are still out at Space Mountain. What is Adventureland Day? Adventureland Day is when people show up to Disneyland dressed, they're cosplaying or, bounding as Adventureland characters like Jungle Cruise skippers or members of the SCA or Indiana Jones. There's a lot of Indiana Jones cosplayers out there. So you get the same kind of costumes as you would see at a con, but they're in Adventureland. And then everybody rides Indiana Jones and goes up the treehouse and watches, goes to the Tiki Room and Jungle Cruise. And then you get a Dole Whip. The last time we did that, and everybody sang along in the Tiki Room. The whole place was singing along. It was pretty crazy. But that's right. The treehouse hadn't yet opened. But this will be the first time that the treehouse has been open for an Adventureland Day. When is Fresh Bake Day? I mean, every day is Fresh Bake Day, right? Somewhere. If you could only pick one, would you rather get rid of Genie Plus or reservations? Genie Plus, I think. It's just so detrimental to the park experience. It's so bad for the average guest. I can tolerate the reservation system to the extent that I have tolerated it. But Genie Plus, it doesn't affect the park experience. It doesn't change how much fun you have in the park. But Genie Plus makes the park experience worse. So I would have to go with that. Except for those who buy it, obviously. They're having a great time. But everybody else, the other 70% of the park, is not having a great time. Yeah, actually, we have no desire to do Dapper Day anymore either, for that matter. It's just that's kind of like a thing that, I mean, maybe that is something I do for the other channel as well. I don't know. If I don't know, man. If for me, if I'm not, I want to help people. I want to be of use and of value to guests, and that's the kind of content that I like to make most, like, you know, the state of reports, construction, and ride analysis and things like that, how-to videos, which we're working on. We've got a couple in production right now. I've got a hacks video or a tips video, a quick service video in production, and a parking video is in production. So those are the kind of things that I want to make right now. Thoughts on Disney Channel night? To be honest, I'm not looking forward to it. You know what I mean? I'm not a product of that generation. That's not my generation. That's Liz's generation. So I don't know anybody. I have no idea what's going to happen on that night. Although I understand it's not going to have anything to do with Disney. They're calling it Disney Channel night, but it's not like Lizzie McGuire Disney Channel. It's more like, you know, what's that? I can't remember the show. They did a character list and the meet and greets and all that. And I'm like, oh, that's... Anyway, those events, I'm kind of burnt out on the After Dark events. This is going to be the only event we do this year, except for Oogie Boogie. And I'm even burnt out a little bit on Oogie Boogie, for that matter. I was having a conversation with somebody. I hung out with SoCal Disney Dad he was at the Getaway Today thing. And, you know, I was talking about, you know, kind of the evolution of the channel a little bit. And I said, you know, our content is changing, and he asked me, you know, like a specific, and I said I might be done. I might be done covering Oogie Boogie. I mean, because it's just the same show every year. I'll go. I'm gonna go, but I don't like rushing around and filming and stuff and trying to not feign. That's not a good word. It's hard to like do the same show. You know what I mean? Every year, it hardly changed. The only thing that changes was the Judge Doom. I almost said Doctor Doom. It's still a great time. I love Oogie Boogie. It's fun, but as a show, as a video, I don't know if I want to do it. And I don't like, you kill yourself trying to get it done real quick, and you don't want to be first and all that. And I don't want to be first anymore. You know what? I'm over trying to be first. I just want to enjoy myself. And that's the thing about, you know, the current videos that we're doing is I really, really enjoy those. That gives me energy. It gives me life. So I want to keep doing those. And I feel like if the more you can be passionate about a thing, the more it comes out and, you know, it shows up in the video. And I hope it does anyway. You know, I hope it does. Why don't they do some walkthrough mazes for Oogie Boogie? I think that they were playing with that idea. There was a survey that went out a couple of years ago, and they asked if that was something that we'd be interested in. I don't know if they ever got to the point where they would get all the way there, but I think that Villains Grove is about as close to that as you're going to get. Okay, where was I? Ryan G, I'm Oogie Boogied out too. It's not the event that I'm tired of. I like Oogie Boogie Bash. It's fun. I just don't, I'm not sure if I want to cover it anymore. I don't know if I want to make a video. But we always have a good time, especially considering all our friends are there. You know, I was apparently, I don't know if a lot of you guys follow or watch Walt Disney World content creators, but apparently the idea of being friends with the other creators is a new concept for is not a concept at Walt Disney World. Apparently they all hate each other, or they don't get along, or that there's too much rivalry or whatever. That's such a bummer. Like, I so cherish the friendships that I have with Miguel and Janelle and Peter and Kitra and Chris and Amanda. I'm so happy that we were able to all come together the way we did. I love those guys very much. Courtney, I don't know who doesn't get along. This is just something I heard secondhand. That there's just, you know, it's very competitive, I guess. There's a lot of vloggers. There's a lot of vloggers at Walt Disney World. Paging Mr. Morrow seems to get along with everyone. He's a likable dude, so that doesn't surprise me. I've met Nate a couple times, and he's always been very cool and very chill. But I don't. Again, this is just something that I've heard secondhand, so I don't know. But I wish it didn't have to be that way, because, like, it's not that serious. You know, you would think that there would be competition. You would think it would be some kind of cutthroat thing that. But there's plenty of room for all of us, and I don't see them as competition at all. I see them as people that I can learn from and share with. Angelica, that is true. I would say that each one of us all have a certain, you know, segment that we are doing where there's not a lot of overlap. There's not a lot of overlap between the primary Disney bloggers here, Disneyland, I should say. Brian is hungry. I hear you say hello to people at least 5 or 6 times during your videos. Of course, you edit those out, I'm sure, but how many people recognize you in the course of a 5 or 6 hour day? I mean, 50, 75, at least, I think. Yeah. Is it 8 o'clock already? Is it an hour? We got a minute. But it's a lot. It's maybe 100 even? I don't know. So many of them were just drive-bys, you know? But it's somewhere in that neighborhood. Yeah, it's the hat. Very often, people will turn around. They'll hear me before they see me, because I have, I guess, you know, like an FM DJ type voice, and people kind of recognize it now. Oh, I forgot about, yeah, Mondo. Well, Mondo, we don't really ever hang out. I mean, he's a family man now, but he's a very nice guy. Mondo is very cool. I like Mondo. He's one of the friendliest dudes. He's got his own following. It's great. The Fire It Up thing, I kind of like, I know we have Fresh Baked, but when I ever hear people say fire it up, you know, I'm like, oh man, I want people to tell me to fire it up. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Enchant Key Mike, I walk super fast. That's the one thing that I do that most other vloggers don't do, which is what creates the drive-by. I walk and talk more than anybody does. I don't sit down and set up shots. I'm not parked in a given spot for very long. So I'm always walking and talking and moving. So it's conducive to the drive-by hellos. Thank you to Keelan La Chica for the $5 gift. Just flew back from a week-long trip at Disneyland. Our first time on Mickey and Minnie's. What a cute ride. I agree. It's becoming my favorite ride. Keelan, it's becoming my favorite ride. Well, I guess that's it. It's 8 o'clock, guys. We need to get out of here, right? I got work to do. Gonna go hang out with my wife and enjoy the rest of our evening. So thank you guys very much for spending this hour with us. I appreciate you. I love you guys. I signed autographs last week. Yes. And we'll see you next time. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh baked.